All right, guys, today we are going to be assembling your toucan project. So you should have a finished background and a finished toucan. So the first thing we're going to do is cut out our toucan all along the edges. When you're cutting, you want to be careful that you cut off all of the white paper. So if you cut like this at first, just to like free it from the paper, that's fine, but then just make sure you go back around and cut right next to your toucan body. So we're gonna glue the toucan on first, and then we're gonna create a branch to go in front so it looks like he's sitting and his tail is going behind the branch. So since we're gluing painted paper onto painted paper, it's gonna take a little bit to get this glue to stick. So just kind of hold it for a few seconds with your hands to get it to stick down. All right, so then you're gonna take your brown paper and you're gonna turn it the tall way. Start at the top and kind of close to the side, and you are just going to tear kind of like a little bit of a wavy line. It's mostly straight, that's okay. That's just gonna give that like rough branch texture. So once you've got one side torn off, you're gonna go to the other side and do the same thing so that the top and the bottom has that texture. So then you're gonna glue your branch in front of your toucan, somewhere like this. So now I'm gonna use my extra pieces of brown paper, and I'm going to tear like thinner pieces and add them on for smaller branches. So on the ends of your smaller branches, you can create a letter Y, and that will look like a more realistic branch. All right, so now I've got some green tissue paper and also some green painted papers that you can use. And we're gonna be creating the leaves on our tree. And you can also create leaves kind of around the background if you want it to make it look more like a dense rainforest. So if you want to add tissue paper, you can cut leaf shapes by just curving your scissors. So just curve like a rainbow line first. And then you can flip it over and curve another rainbow line to make a little leaf shape. So you can do leaves like that. And then same thing with the painted paper. So you can curve your scissors, you can make them longer or shorter. You could even do different shapes if you want. Like maybe this leaf is kind of like a long skinny leaf. And I can cut leaf shapes like that. So you can kind of layer these. The ones that are tissue paper are a little bit see-through, so those might be better for leaves in the background. And then the ones that are painted paper are a lot brighter, so those might be better for leaves that are in front or in the foreground. So I'm just gonna start layering my leaves kind of on my background. Like here, I kind of want to put some along the bottom and make it look like he's really sitting in the tree. So I'm just gonna kind of arrange my leaves and then I'll glue everything down. All right, so when you're done adding leaves on your branch and in your background, then you're gonna flip the whole thing over one more time and just press everything down. Make sure all of that glue is sticking to your background. Okay, and then if you have any like pieces that you don't want to be sticking off the background, you can just trim them off. So I kind of like how these leaves are sticking off the background, but I'm gonna trim off my tissue paper ones.